Hey, hey, Jessica Hensley here with Real Estate Mega Moms, where we help moms create a life and a business that they love. And we do that by helping them generate 6 to 7 figure net income businesses annually, working while the kids are in school. And today we're going to be talking about lead generation. Biggest complaints that I get is I don't have any leads or I don't have enough leads. If this is you, this is the podcast for you. Listen to it with an open mind and really consider making some meaningful changes. So, as you know, we run a real estate group called Real Estate Mega Moms, and when people request to join the group, they give us an answer to a couple of questions, and one of them is, what is the biggest struggle in your business right now? Or what is holding you back from reaching success? And 9 times out of 10, the people are answering leads. They don't have enough leads. So I want to talk about lead generation. I want to talk about kind of this myth of there not being enough leads out there. And I want to start by just asking you some questions. So, if I was to ask you how to reach 100, so pretend like we're in school in math class, and I'm asking you, how do you arrive at 100? So you think about it, and maybe you start writing down or answering 50 plus 50, 10 times 10, 1 plus 99, 2 plus 98. 45 plus 55. So, as you can see, there are a number of ways. I mean, I don't even know the factor, right? Maybe there's a million different ways to or more, right, to get to 100. And so the same goes. I want you to remember that. The same goes when it comes to being successful in real estate. You're going to hear gurus tell you you have to cold call, you have to door knock, you have to post on Instagram every day, you have to build a database, you have to have open houses. And so, what they're doing is they're saying, hey, I found my path to success where 50 plus 50 equals 100 for me. But for you, that may not be the right path to success. And so it's your job to listen and learn and to sift through and to find a method that resonates with you, that you are committed to doing on a daily basis, that you're going to be showing up regularly to perform. Because the truth is, it really doesn't matter how you lead generate. There's a million different ways to lead generate, and we do touch on 3 main ones here at Real Estate Mega Moms, and one being your sphere, which I do feel is pretty much a universal staple in your business. But, for some, maybe they're just, and I have had some make very good cases of why their sphere is not even an option for them. And so the thing is, that shouldn't let them give up. It shouldn't make them resigned to the fact that they're not going to be successful, because that's not the case. There is still a path for success for them, and there is still a pathway of success for you. You just have to find what that is. You have to walk your own path. And not saying that you shouldn't listen to your coaches and your trainers, but you need to stop showing up to mastermind, stop buying courses, stop watching podcasts if all you're going to do is just listen, learn, and never take action. And I think that that really is the key here. So if you're telling me that you have no leads, that there are no leads out there, what I'm hearing is you haven't actually tried. And if you've tried, you're not trying consistently. I told this story the other day on TikTok. By the way, if you don't follow me on TikTok, you should, because it is kind of like my personal diary to you, to all of my mega moms. I'm basically just sharing my daily inspiration, daily thought, daily tip. So, and it's very not curated. Most time I show up with no makeup on and kind of a mess, but you should follow me there. It's just my name. I think it's Jessica_Hensley. I'm pretty sure, but I can put the handle below in the show notes. But anyway, I was telling this story on my TikTok channel about the the question that you may have heard before, would you rather have $1,000,000 or would you rather have a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? So, if you've heard the story before, you know the right answer is the penny, but man, that seems like it's probably not gonna reach over 1,000,000, right? I mean, at first glance, my thought is, "Man, I'll take the 1,000,000 over a penny for sure," right? And so in our I'm gonna equate this to our real estate business. So, in real estate, it may be that someone tells you, "I'm gonna give you leads. You can buy my leads from Zillow upfront." Or you can do this daily activity for 30 days. Which would you rather do? So in the penny analogy, the $1,000,000 or a penny, if you waited the 30 days, that penny is worth like 5.6 million. I don't have the exact number in front of me. You should go look it up. But it's worth over 5 million, right? So how much more valuable? I mean, you're talking about four or five times, right? The initial offer of the 1 million versus the penny doubling every day. But if you would have given up at day 27 and said, "Oh man, it's doubling, but I don't know if we're gonna get to anything over 1,000,000. I'm just gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna take what I got." If you would have quit at day 27, you would have gotten 627,000, if I remember right. So less than 1,000,000. And the same is true with this daily activity that we tell you to do. If you do it for a few days and you don't see results, you think, "Oh, that doesn't work." But that's not the case. It's that you didn't give it long enough. You do have to commit to whatever it is, whatever path you're gonna take to get to your success, you have to commit to do it, not just for a couple weeks, not just for a month. You need to commit to doing this for a full year. And the thing is, if you're doing an activity every day, you're going to start to get data back and you can make adjustments. So, for example, let's say something that we teach our mega moms is to have a certain number of attempts a day. Is what I call an attempt. An attempt is a private message. It could be a text message. It could be a DM on Instagram. It could be a phone call. It could be an email. Any attempt to reach a past client, sphere, or new prospect. I honestly don't care where those come from, but you are attempting to contact someone about real estate daily. So if you are doing that on a daily basis, you're going to start to know your conversion. In our Business in a Box, with our new course, The 6 Foundations to Building a Business You Love, I have this all laid out and I show you like how to track your attempts. And then your ratio is going to be attempts versus your appointments. So my goal is for you to get about a 10% conversion ratio where you're going on appointments. But if you're doing this for 10 days and you're not getting appointments, then you need to revisit your who you're talking to, what you're saying. You're going to adjust, but you're not going to quit the activity. You use the data to give you feedback so you can make adjustments and refine your skill and to get better. Not to say, "Oh, this doesn't work," or "Man, I don't feel like doing it." Because eventually you're going to know, "All right, it takes me 100 calls to get 2 appointments." And I know that I need 3 for me. I need 3 to 7 appointments every week so I can close over 100 houses a year. And if I'm not going on those appointments, I'm looking at the only variable that I can cover, that I can correct or change is my effort. And the effort is the attempts. I can't control the results, but I control my activity. So that's what you need to be dialed in on, knowing exactly what it takes. It doesn't really matter where they come from. A lead is a lead, right? Whether that's from your kid's school, whether it's from some chamber event that you went to, or young professionals, or some moms group, or maybe it's calling for sell by owners and expireds, or maybe it's going on to Instagram and finding people that have similar interests as you, and you're messaging them back and forth, creating relationships. It doesn't really matter. As I said, there's a million different ways to generate a lead. The question is, are you consistent and are you tracking? So here's another story that you've probably heard, but have you heard the story about the guy that was digging a mine? He was mining for diamonds. I think this is a book too. Anyway, he was mining for diamonds, and he was trying, he was putting in all of his effort, blood, sweat, and tears, literally digging this hole, digging into in this mine looking for diamonds. And it's like, I've been doing this for 2 months, 3 months, however long it was, and he's just like, "I'm not getting anywhere. I have to give up. I'm done. I can't do this anymore." So he leaves, and someone else comes to that same area and starts digging in that same mine, and within days, they strike a bunch of diamonds because that guy was this far away. Had he just kept going for a few more days, he would have seen the result. And I want you to know that you could be there. Your big break could be just a day or two away, but you're giving up too early. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. You are doing this for yourself and your family. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You need to keep going. If real estate's for you, do the work. Ask yourself honestly, am I doing the work? Am I putting in the consistent effort? Am I tracking what I'm doing? Am I allowing that feedback to adjust the way I'm going about this lead generation so I can figure out my formula? I can figure out my path to success. If you need help with that, you need to work with us with the Real Estate Mega Moms and get that 6 foundations of building a business you love. I designed it for you. And I do outline my path to success, which I feel like is pretty much foolproof. But you can also add in whatever other lead generation methods you have into our system and track it. And you're going to see this organization in your business where you're going to start to understand your business, understand how things work, and you can get this constant feedback and make adjustments. So, Mom, I am here for you. Keep on going. You're just a few days away. You've got this. Don't give up too soon. Okay. Don't be like that miner. Don't give up too soon. All right. We will see you in the next episode.